Okay. Hello, everyone. Bunruss here, back for another YouTube video. As you can tell, this one sounds a little bit different than my YouTube gameplays, because this is not going to be a gameplay today. This is actually going to be a special video, and I thought about doing it this way. This is going to be a Mac tutorial. One of my first of many Mac tutorials. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Have it be a long time coming here. And, yeah, I think it would be really cool if we, if we do this. So I think what better way to get started? Oh boy, where do I want to even start? So, I'm assuming this kind of tutorial is going to assume that you already know the Mac keyboard layout. I have an M5 base, regular M5 chip, MacBook Pro that I really love. It's great. This thing has 24 gigabytes of RAM with a terabyte of storage. More than enough to do a developer workflow. If you're really into video editing, if you really do a lot of that stuff, it could be pretty helpful. If you do anything heavier than that, you might want like an M5 Pro or an M5 Max chip, which Apple offers. But this is not going to be like a basics. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of will be. This kind of assumes that you already know how to use VoiceOver, so like interacting and all that. If you don't, I can point it out, but this is going to be kind of showcasing the VoiceOver utility. You can get to the VoiceOver utility by pressing VOF8 or Control and Option. So if you have a keyboard, it's FN, Control, Option, Command, Space, Command, Option, and then the arrow keys all at the bottom of the keyboard. So you'll hit Control, Option, and then F8. So if you count the escape key, don't count the escape key. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 12 function keys plus the escape and the lock, or the Touch ID power button, which a lot of Macs have, and even the external Mac keyboards have. Well, some of them, if you buy it with that added onto it, yeah, you can. So this is going to show you the VoiceOver utility. I'm going to slow down my speech. I made a custom commander for it. I will make a separate video on how to add a command. I'm going to just launch my special key command. You're going to hear my VoiceOver. It is Eloquence. Eloquence was recently added in, I don't know, fucking iOS, whichever one came out in 2022. So it would be macOS Ventura, if you're a Mac nerd. I forget what corresponding iOS update came with that. If 2025 was 26, 18 was 24, 16? If my math is correct, my quick math. You guys will not be able to hear my speech. I am not going to slow down on my iPhone speech. It's actually muted right now, so you're not going to be able to hear it, even if I did. But the Mac speech I am going to lower, because you guys need to hear it for the tutorial. So, let's get into this here. I'm going to hit Option/. Like I said, I'll show you how to make a commander. later.
Rate 75%, 70%, 65%.
We're going to slow you down a bit.
Macintosh HD volume.
Okay, that sounds good. 50? What is that at?
Rate 60%.
60.
65%.
65 was probably good.
Macintosh HD volume.
There you go. Now you can hear it. It's a little bit more... And this is actually being recorded on the iPhone. I'm not recording on the Mac. I have yet to figure out how to do that. Hush. So, yeah, it's a very good device. I love the Mac. It's great. I prefer it over any Windows operating system. Sorry, Microsoft, but the only advantage you have is a couple of games, but even Linux is catching up. So I've tried Windows. I've used Windows. Obviously, I used to stream Alter Eon a couple years ago. I've used Windows. I don't particularly like it anymore. The Mac has been a great device to use for everything. Writing, emails, messages, FaceTime. Hell, even Discord works on the Mac. Yeah, so I think we should just get started here. I'm on my desktop at the moment, which has
Macintosh HD volume.
my Macintosh HD, which is the hard drive that comes with every Mac. You can obviously rename it. If I hit enter right here,
Macintosh HD content selected, edit text.
you hear it says contents selected. So what that means is if I start typing, we'll just type something here.
Selection replaced.
It says a selection replaced because it was a selected ready for me to type.
Mac. Test. HD.
So if I...
HD. Test. Mac.
And it's not... I think I screwed it up. I'm actually going to hit escape because I don't want to rename it. You can. There's no harm, to my knowledge, in renaming your drives.
Desktop. Macintosh
So
HD.
I'm going to hit escape because I actually don't want to rename it. Okay, how to launch the VoiceOver utility. Let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to hit VOF8.
9:04 a.m. April 5th, 2026.
That's not VOF8. Hold on. Sorry about that.
Opening VoiceOver utility. VoiceOver utility. VoiceOver utility window. Utility category.
Okay.
Row 1 of 12.
This is pretty simplistic. You have a table, which means...
Search text feed. VoiceOver zoom. Dim.
So
button,
let's
dim,
really
button.
get over to the left here. We have our traffic light. From what I've heard, this is kind of like a traffic light.
Close button.
You have your close. This does not, I repeat, this does not close the app. This closes only the window. So that's something, if you're coming from Windows, you're going to have to get used to that. This does not close the window. It closes the window, not the app.
Minimize
You have minimize here, so if you want to shrink the window and get rid of it or whatever.
Zoom. Dim. Button.
Zoom. I'm assuming if you want to, like, expand it or something.
VoiceOver zoom.
Usually
dim,
that's a
button.
full screen. It's dimmed. I don't know why. That's interesting.
VoiceOver utility.
You have your title of the window here.
Search text field blank.
We have a search field if we want to type a heading. I don't want to do that.
Utility categories. Table. Row 1 of 12. General. Selected.
Now, table. What this means is you have to interact with it. VoiceOver is very hierarchical, so something you're going to have to get used to if you decide to switch from Windows to Mac, or if you're trying out the Mac but you also have Windows as well. Windows is very... How do I word this? It's kind of like a flat interface, whereas Apple shows you kind of a bird's eye view of stuff. So you're going to see, a table with items in it, or a toolbar, or crap like that. The great TTJ Tech service is Matt Volbrecht. Check him out, TTJ Tech Talk. Anywhere you get your podcast, check out him and Cliff Miller Sr. from StirItUp.com. That's Stir, STUR, itup.com. Check both of them out. ttjtech.biz. He's great as well. They have taught me everything everything I know about the Mac. I've learned from those two. And the late great John Panarese from Mac, formerly of Mac for the Blind. Rest in peace, legend. You will never be a forgotten. His teaching as well. He is actually, fun fact, I actually got back into Cliff's content because of John. Because I saw Cliff had uploaded John's content. So if you'd like more Mac tutorials, check them out. Matt handles more of the iPad and iPhone content, so if you're into that, he can help you with that. Cliff does more of the Mac training. I'm doing this tutorial. I'm not. They don't endorse me or anything. I'm just promoting people that I think are very helpful. Also, iBug Today is a great organization. You have the iBug guy, Michael McCulloch, I believe is his name. He's based out of Houston. He's got a ton of people working with him. Pete Lane, Brad Snyder, Chanel and Herbie Allen. Oh gosh, George Batiste, I think is another. They call them facilitators. I have a ton of them. Thandia Rao is another one that hosts one of their conferences. But yeah, if you need Mac training, look up Chanel Allen. She's actually, there's actually a new one out today, or not today, but a few days ago. They actually released their new Mac training course, so check them out. They're really good. You can find them right here on YouTube. Stir It Up, Stir, STUR, It Up, the Tech Juggernaut, and iBug Today, all here on YouTube. You can find them, check them out if you need more Mac tips, resources, guides, whatever. Cliff has 5+ years of experience. Well, he's been on the Mac since 2010. So Cliff has experience. John had almost 20 years of Mac experience. He started in 2005 when it was Mac OS Tiger, I think he said. So check them out. But today we're going to go into this table here.
Search text field, utility categories, table, row 1 of 12.
So this means, and as I was saying, I got off on a tangent. Matt Volbrecht likens interaction to a hotel. So you picture yourself, the voiceover utility, right? This is kind of, you're in the lobby of the hotel, right? So interaction, you want to go up to your room. Well, you can't see all of the rooms yet, a la this table. So what do you have to do? You have to interact. And how you interact is you hit Control Option Shift and the down arrow, or if you have your caps lock set as your voiceover modifier, which we will get to here in a second. And to see the rooms, you have to interact a la with this table. But if you want to see your own room, you would have to interact further. Now, we cannot interact further on this in this instance, but I find that the hotel analogy is a wonderful analogy to explain interaction on Mac OS. Some people say, "Oh, you have to interact; it's so annoying." From my experience, I've only been using Mac for almost 5 months now. It'll be 5 months tomorrow because I got my Mac in November of last year, which is when the M5 Macs came out. So let's go ahead. Let's interact. Let's see what we have in this table here. So we're on general right now, and if we VO right, so we have to hit VO and the right arrow to move around. That's how I've been moving around the screen, is with VO left, right, up, and down arrow. You can also use the trackpad if you are a fluent iOS user like me. I've been using the iPhone for over 10 years now. The iPad's even longer than that, although I don't have a current iPad right now, although I am looking into getting one. I really love a new iPad Air. I'm really eyeing the new one from Apple that they just released. You can also use the trackpad, and if I swipe right,
Speak the following greeting after login.
see, it moves me right to the category. In this case, it's general. We'll swipe back, swipe left.
Utility categories table, row 1 of 12, general, select.
All right, and you can do the single finger tap with two fingers, just like you would on iPhone to quiet speech, or you may hit the control key, which I also do. So let's interact. Let's see what we have here. So we'll hit VO shift down arrow here.
The utility categories table, row 1 of 12, general, selected general.
Okay, so it's saying row 1 of 12. So if we hit VO down arrow, because we're going down through a list, so we're going to go down through this list here. I'm going to press caps lock and down arrow because I like the one key on the left. All right, so we'll go here. It's on general. Verbosity. Speech. And I'll let Eloquence read all of these.
Navigation. Web. Sound. Visuals. Commands. Braille. Activities. Voiceover recognition.
Okay, voiceover recognition.
Screen sharing.
I'm probably not going to showcase... Well, I mean, I might as well.
Screen sharing.
All right, let's go to the top. Let me see if this works.
General.
Ah, nice. That worked. I hit Option up arrow, and it moved me right to the top of the list. So, you can hit Option up or down arrow if you are in a category to move to the top or the bottom. So I'll hit Option down arrow. Option is flanking the Command key and the space bar on the left, and the space bar and the Command key on the right. So there's no right hand control key unless you are using a full size keyboard. The laptop MacBook Air Pro and Neo do not have a right-hand control key. I don't know why Apple doesn't put one on there. I wish they would, because it would make some voiceover gestures, or rather commands, easier to hit on the keyboard. But that's where the Option key commands come in later, and we'll get to that, I promise. So let's view this general here. Let's look.
General.
So if I hit Option down arrow, and it's to the left of command on the left side, and to the right of command on the right side. Screen sharing, it puts me right to the bottom. If I hit VO down arrow, it's right to the bottom. So we'll go Option up arrow now.
General.
All right, very good. And we will, if we VO right arrow,
Verbosity.
we're still in the table. So how do we get out of it?
General.
Well, I liken it back to the hotel argument. Let's say we're in our room, and we want to get out of the room. We want to go downstairs and to the lobby again. So to leave the hotel room, a la this category here, or this category table list, we'll hit VO shift up arrow. So we'll hit that now.
Out of utility categories table.
Now.
Search text, utility categories table, row 1 of 12, general, select.
And you always know what category, even if it's even if you're not interacted, it will always tell you what category it puts you on, or what is being shown to you. So we're out of the list now. Let's see what's in general here.
Speak the following greeting after login.
So this one, after you log in, it will speak a greeting. Let's see what mine is.
How can I help you today? Fenris.
All right, so that is a custom greeting I added in. I am going to. It's actually a default is welcome to macOS. Voiceover is on. I think you could have no greeting. I haven't tested it. I don't know. Somebody in the comments can tell me. So a more experienced Mac user can tell me. I don't know, but You can change it, edit it, have nothing in there, I think, and it still works. So mine is...
Speak, how can I help you today? Fenders.
All right,
Content
so
selected.
that's mine.
Edit text.
And it says contents selected, so you're automatically in this edit field. You don't need to interact. You could just start typing. I'm not going to type because I like how it is, so I'll just right arrow, VO right arrow.
Display welcome dialog when voiceover starts. Unchecked. Checkbox.
Okay, the welcome dialog. I'm going to show you what this is. I'm going to check this. I'm going to hit VO space. And how you activate items is VO and the space. So you do not hit enter. You can in some situations, but VO space is going to be your best bet if you want to activate items. Sometimes, like on the web, sometimes VO space does not work, but enter does. Like in YouTube Studio, for example, I have to hit enter on the. I have to hit VO space on create and then hit enter on upload videos. I don't know. It's how the page works, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a YouTube, issue with I don't know. But so if I want to check this box,
How can I display welcome dialog when voiceover starts? Unchecked. Checkbox.
I will tap control and option or caps lock and the space bar. So I'll tap a VO space, and I also could double tap on the trackpad. So let me double tap on the trackpad.
Checked.
You hear checked. So now it's checked, and if I hit VO space,
Unchecked.
it will uncheck it. Let me check it because I actually want you to hear this.
Checked.
And I will turn voiceover off.
Voiceover off.
Now, how you turn voiceover on, you could either hold command key and hit the touch ID / power button 3 times, just like I did, or you can hit the keyboard shortcut command F5, and that is the top row. If you count escape, go past that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So count that. Hold command and hit it. Now, and this is what will happen if you have voiceover on for the first time. I just lost my position here. Okay, I'm going to hit command F5 now.
Welcome to VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks descriptions of items on the screen and can be used to control the computer using only your keyboard. If you already know how to use VoiceOver, press the V key now. If you want to learn how to use VoiceOver, press the space bar now.
All right, so that is what happens when you first start VoiceOver. That is the welcome dialog. So if you don't know how to use VoiceOver, you can hit the space bar, and I believe it launches the VoiceOver Quick Start tutorial. I can get into that next time. So I'm going to hit V.
Voiceover on. Screen curtain on voiceover utility.
Okay.
Voiceover utility window. Display welcome dialog when voiceover starts. Check.
I'm actually going to turn it off now because I don't want that welcome dialogue. But
Unchecked.
so I hit VO space to uncheck it. And you can also hit, like I told you, the hold command and hit the power, what I'm going to refer to as the power / lock button. It's directly to the right of the F12 key. And it has you'll always know what it is because it has the Touch ID indent in it. So you'll always know if you're totally blind like me, or if you have some sight, you can see the indent, the little rounded indent in that. So that's the welcome dialog. If you wanted to know how to learn VoiceOver, you can hit space. And I believe it launches the VoiceOver Quick Start tutorial. Let's move on, though.
Portable preferences off image.
Okay, I'm going to let VoiceOver explain what this is.
Portable preferences. Off setup. Button. Portable preferences let you take your VoiceOver preferences with you wherever you go.
Okay, so what you can do is you can upload your VoiceOver preferences to an external drive. And let's say, I was at a friend's house and he had a Mac, right? And I didn't like how his VoiceOver was set up. Instead of going through and changing all of his settings, I could, in theory, plug in an external USB to his Mac, whatever it is, an iMac, a Mac Studio, Mac Mini, another MacBook Pro, Air, or even the new Neo that just came out, I could plug it in and it would recognize, hey, this has portable preferences on. Do you want to enable this? And it will enable my read eloquence voice that I like and the speed and the pitch that I like, not his. Because voice preference is very subjective from blind person to blind person. So you have one person that loves Alex, and you may have another blind person that hates Alex and loves Reed. I like both. I think Alex is fine in certain contexts. I have him in my Voices rotor, which we'll get to in a second.
Allow voiceover to be controlled with AppleScript. Object checkbox.
All right, this is I don't know a lot about this, and
Help button. Help button.
now that always lets you know that you're at the end of this. You always know that you're at the end of a category when it says help. The AppleScript is, I don't have it checked. I used to have a shortcut that read me the time in the Siri voice, but I changed it and let just VO announce it with Option T. So I just edited. I believe I still have the AppleScript. I didn't remove it. If you want VoiceOver to be controlled with AppleScript, you can turn it off, on.
Allow voiceover to be controlled with AppleScript.
I don't,
Checkbox.
like I said, I don't use it. I don't entirely know what it is. I've heard it. I've watched the VO utility people demoing it. And I've watched a lot of people like Cliff and John talk about this. I just, from memory, I can't remember what exactly AppleScript is or does. I know it's scripts that tell the computer to do crap, like, speak the time. I think there's another one that speaks the unread count of messages, I think it is. I forget exactly what. You may be wondering, Fenris, how do we get to the top? How do we get back to the category list? What if I don't want to VO left arrow all the way through the rest of these options? Well, there is a shortcut that you can do. If you have a full-sized keyboard, which is the one with the number pad and the extra function keys and the home and end, all those keys. If you have a laptop keyboard like me and any laptop user, unless you have an external keyboard connected, you can hit, if you have the external keyboard connected, you can hit VO home. So that would be Control and Option or Caps Lock Home. If you don't have one, to go to the bottom is VO End. If you don't have home or end, you can use Control Option FN left arrow. So that's Control Option or Caps Lock too, although I find Control and Option is easier in this instance. The FN key is directly to the left of the Control key, unlike on Windows where the Control key is all the way over on the left. The FN key is directly to its right. Macs are a little bit different in that aspect. I do have a Windows PC. I do have one. It's over on the desk here. I don't use it too terribly much, so whenever I switch to playing a game on Windows, because that's about the only thing I use it for now is gaming, I have to get used to, hey, FN is not, Control is all the way over rather than one key over from the left. So if we hit VO, FN, or globe, left arrow,
Search text field blend.
it puts you right back up to the search field. Now if we VO right arrow,
Utility categories table, row 1 of 12.
and it says general. So we don't even have to interact with this. We can actually just hit the down arrow and go to the next category.
Utility categories table, row 1 of 12.
Okay, no, we
General
cannot.
selected.
Hold on. I thought you could. Okay, let's just interact. I thought. Oh, because I had quick nav on. Now let's try down arrow.
Verbosity.
There we go. There we go. That works. Okay, so a verbosity. I'm going to go through this relatively quickly, although there's a lot to cover. So.
Speech selected. Tab 1 of 5.
Okay, so this is divided up into sections here. So we have speech,
Braille tab 2 of 5.
Braille,
Text tab 3 of
text,
5. Announcements tab 4 of 5.
announcements,
Hints tab 5 of 5.
hints. I'm not going to go into Braille.
Announcement text tab 3 of 5.
Text, there's some stuff in here. I'll go through it.
Announcements tab 5
Let's
of
go
5.
through speech, though, first.
Default speech
There's a
verbosity.
lot of customization options. I'll get into what quick nav is later.
Medium default speech verbosity. Pop-up button.
Okay, so this is a pop-up button. And by the way, VoiceOver will give you hints on how to interact with all of these. I just have them turned off
Choose how much
because...
detail is spoken when describing an item.
Okay, so it'll tell you... It's going to tell you... Well, what was that help tag again? I'm going to hit VO Shift H.
Choose how much detail is spoken when describing an item.
So that's your help tag. The hint is VO Shift N.
Ignoring next key press.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, whoops.
Choose how much detail is spoken when describing an item.
No.
On the pop-up
Oh,
button.
there we
Display
go.
a list of options. Press Control Option Space.
That's telling you how to interact with it. Hit VO space to interact with it, and that would work. You can also hit the down arrow, I believe. Let me test this.
Menu medium.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If quick nav is off. If quick nav is on, your down arrow will move you through... I think it navigates you down, which is... It does not open the menu.
Low. High. Medium.
That little wrapping noise you heard is it. I have it so it will wrap around.
High. Low.
So you can hear it.
High.
You hear that little ta-ta-ta-ta sound?
Low. Medium.
All right, so that's your options. I'm gonna hit escape because I don't actually want to change this.
Medium default speech verbosity. Pop-up button.
Some people don't like hearing it say pop-up button or menu, or some people don't like that. I don't care. I like knowing what...
Choose how much detail is spoken when describing an item.
Okay, thank you. I don't like when... I like knowing what's around. Pop-up, menu, combo box, check box, whatever it is. I like knowing what it is. That's just me. Some people don't. If they just get comfortable with the Mac, and I've been using it for almost half a year now, and I love it. But yeah, so this so that menu, that's the default verbosity here.
Additional speech verbosity options. Expanded disclosure triangle.
Okay, so this is a table of options.
Custom verbosity table.
I'm not going to go into this. You can explore this at your own pace.
And custom verbosity table. Row 1 of 34. Control.
But I'm going to interact with it just to show you how it's laid out.
Verbosity default menu button. Description name.
So description. So it's going to tell you
Control button.
control button.
Verbosity default menu button.
Verbosity is default. You can obviously change any of these should you want to.
Description name status type.
Name, status, type.
Control checkbox.
Checkbox.
Verbosity default menu button.
Default.
Description name status type. Verbosity default menu
So if
button.
I down arrow on this,
Default menu button. Default menu
oh,
button. Default
it's
menu button.
okay. So it's because it's in a table. You can't just You cannot do the down arrow so you do have to hit VO space to launch this.
Checkmark default. Low.
You can do low, default,
Medium.
low,
High.
medium, high,
Custom ellipsis.
custom.
Checkmark default.
I'm gonna leave it as it is
Default menu button.
because I don't care about this. You can go through this. You can change these. I've edited a few of these. I'm not going through all of these because I would be here for 10 hours.
Out of custom verbosity table.
But you can do with that what you will.
Help button.
Help, and then we're done with that.
Underneath default speech
No,
text.
I'm
Text,
just
tab,
gonna
Braille, tab, speech selected tab. What Braille, tab,
Take a little
2 of 5.
shortcut. Braille, honestly, I haven't messed with it. I don't use Braille really that much with the Mac. I don't really intend to. I'm assuming you can control like a verbosity, like what's shown in Braille. If you have like a Mantis or the Focus from Freedom Scientific or the Humanware, whatever they make. There's a couple of them out there. I'm not hip on Braille options, but if you want to explore that, you may do so.
Text tab 3 of 5.
Text. So let's click on this,
Selected.
and again we VO space on the tab that we want.
Announcements tab. Hits tab 5 of 5.
Okay.
Punctuation.
Punctuation.
Some punctuation. Pop-up button.
Okay, so this is going to change how much punctuation is spoken. So we have
Menu checkmark some.
some,
None.
none,
Group 1.
group 1, I don't know what that is,
Customize ellipsis.
customize,
All.
all,
Checkmark some.
and back to some.
Some punctuation.
I'm going to
Pop-up
leave it
button.
where it is. I like how it's displayed. Some people like all punctuation, some people like none. I don't know what that group 1 is. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's a custom.
Choose which punctuation and symbols to speak.
There you go. It just told you the help tag. Okay.
Repeated punctuation.
Repeated punctuation.
First 3 times. Repeated
First
punctuation.
3
Pop-up
times.
button.
So we have
Menu checkmark first 3 times.
another menu.
First 4 times.
First 4 times.
First 5 times.
I'm going to let Reed just read this here.
Always spoken.
Always spoken.
Spoken with count.
Spoken with count.
First 2 times.
First 2 times.
Checkmark first 3 times.
And back around to what it was.
First 3 times. Repeated
So I'm going to get out of that because I don't actually want to change any of this. I'm very happy with what I have.
Repeated spaces.
Repeated spaces.
2 nothing. Repeated spaces. Pop-up button.
Basically, these are all the same.
Menu
Like
checkmark
you
do
have
nothing. Speak with count.
speak with count,
Play tone.
play tone,
Checkmark do nothing.
do nothing,
Speak with count.
speak with count, and it's
Do nothing.
a
Repeated
lot of
spaces.
these are
Pop-up
kind
button.
of it's a verbosity. And John Pennerise, the late great John Pennerise, likened it to the chattiness of voiceover. How chatty do you want this to be? Do you want this to be rattling off every punctuation mark? Do you want this to be telling you how many spaces? Some people do. Some people do like that. It just depends on the user. I like it the way it is. I'm not going to change it, but the verbosity is the chattiness of voiceover. How chatty do you want your screen reader to be? Some people don't like it very chatty. Some people do. It just depends on the user and how they choose to interact.
Line indentation.
Line indentation.
Do nothing. Line indentation.
Do
Pop-up
nothing. So these are basically, it's the same principle. You speak it, play a tone, whatever.
button. While typing speak.
While typing, speak. So when you are typing characters, so if I type test recording on Mac with VO, this is what VoiceOver itself will speak.
Words while typing speak. Pop-up button.
Okay, so this is basically your typing echo on Windows.
Menu checkmark words.
So we'll go through the options here. You can have it speak just words,
Characters and words.
both characters and words,
Nothing.
nothing. So if you don't want any feedback,
Characters.
just characters,
Checkmark words.
and back to just words.
Words while typing speak. Pop-up
So
button.
that's basically your character echo. I think there's a way you can adjust it on the fly. I don't remember.
When moving the cursor.
When moving the cursor.
Speak text. The cursor passes when moving the cursor. Pop-up button.
Okay, I believe this has to do with typing. So this way is the more logical, in my humble opinion, way.
Choose the amount of feedback for typing.
Right. So here we go. So this is the better way to do this in my humble view.
When moving the speak text. The cursor passes when moving the cursor.
I don't
Pop-up
like
button.
the Windows way where you have to kind of think ahead and figure out what letter am I supposed to be on, and you have to be
Choose
like
the amount of feedback for typing.
after the one you want to be on, or it's very confusing. This is very logical. So if you pass a letter, you're at the end. If you left arrow, you're behind it. There's no secret gymnastics. Oh gosh, am I where I need to be? This is very logical. I wish Windows would let you, or JAWS or whatever, would let you change that. Apple does let you do that. So,
When moving the speak text. The cursor passes when moving the cursor.
well,
Pop-up button.
if you would like to change this, you can do so.
Menu checkmark. Speak text.
I wouldn't recommend it personally.
Speak text to the right of the cursor.
Speak text to the right of the cursor. So that is the Windows way of doing things.
Speak text to the right of the cursor.
Oh,
Checkmark speak text the cursor passes.
there we go. So you only have two options there with that.
Speak text the cursor passes when moving the when text attributes change.
Text attributes change.
Do nothing when text attributes change. Pop up button.
I forget what that does. Attributes? Like,
When encountering a misspelled word. Do nothing when text menu checkmark. Do
bold?
nothing. Play tone. Speak attributes.
I don't know what that, speak attribute, I don't know what this does.
Checkmark. Do nothing.
Speech, typing attributes?
Do nothing when text attributes change.
Text attributes. I don't know what those are. Okay. Well, you have your same options there for that.
When encountering a misspelled word.
Encountering a misspelled word.
Speak attributes when encountering a misspelled word.
So you have your same deal here.
When encountering a link/attachment.
A link/attachment.
Speak when encountering a link/attachment.
Speak. You can play tone. You can explore this at your own pace.
Read numbers as.
Read numbers as
Words. Read numbers as.
words,
Menu checkmark words.
or you can read them as.
Digits.
Okay.
Words. Read numbers as.
Very nice.
Pop up button. When reading a capital letter.
Reading a capital letter.
Play tone when reading a capital letter.
Play
Pop up
tone. I like the capital letter tone personally. You can change this to
button. Menu checkmark. Play tone. Speak cap.
speak cap. So it will say cap T, cap E, cap G. So that's what that means.
Do nothing.
Do nothing.
Do nothing.
Oh shit.
Change pitch.
Change pitch. Okay. Yeah. So it will change pitch like T, E. It'll go higher to let you know, hey, capital here.
Checkmark. Play tone.
That actually on the iPhone, I used to have it do that, but now I actually prefer the tone.
Play tone when reading a capital letter. Pop up button when deleting text.
On deleting text.
Change pitch when deleting text. Pop up button.
So that's how it works on the iPhone. That's how I have it on the Mac. You can have it play a tone as well.
Help button. Help
And that's it. So we'll do our VO home gesture command on the Mac here.
Search text field blank. Utility categories.
Okay.
Row 2 of 12. Verbosity.
You're not
text,
done
select announcements,
with
tab, 4 of 5.
verbosity,
Selected.
or how chatty voiceover will be.
Hints tab.
Still have
5 of
two
5.
more tabs here.
Announce when mouse cursor enters a window. Unchecked. Checkbox.
You have that unchecked. You can have it announced when it enters a window if you'd like.
Announce when the modifier key is pressed. Unchecked. Checkbox.
If you don't know the modifier keys, this could be helpful for you. If you're a newbie Mac user, if you don't, I had this checked for a while, not a while, but a few, and then I realized, well, okay. I mean, I kind of know the keyboard now, so, but I know that not everyone is a fast learner like me. So, and some people it takes them time to do things. So,
Announce when the modifier key is pressed. Unchecked.
okay,
Checkbox.
so.
Announce when the caps lock key is pressed. Checkbox.
And you can have it announced when the caps lock key is pressed. For some reason, mine is checked.
Announce when the caps lock key is pressed.
Okay.
Checkbox.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave it. It's fine. It's not hurting me, so I actually like it like that. So.
Speak header when navigating across a table row. Checkbox.
Okay, that's all right. That's logical to keep on. Now, yeah, all of these are checkboxes. So let me hit VO Shift N to speak the hint.
You are currently on the checkbox. To select or deselect this checkbox, press Control Option Space.
And you can always get that on demand with VO Shift N. So you don't even need to have your hints turned on if you don't even want them on. You don't even have to have your hints turned on. I know a few Apple teachers like to say, leave your hints on. Leave your hints on. But it's... If you are comfortable with the Mac, I would say turn them off if you don't need them. But just know that you have VO Shift N as your, hey, I can get this on a demand. I want to see if they've changed something or, whatever. VO Shift H is your help tag. I don't believe this has a help tag, but let's see.
This item has no help tag.
No help tag. All right, so let's just move on. So and all of these are checked. Not all of these are checked. All of these are check boxes, rather. So you're going to have your check boxes here. You just tap on them, VO space, or double tap to, if you're on a trackpad. Trackpad's pretty nice, actually.
Automatically speak text and dialog boxes. Checkbox.
Automatically speak dialogues and text box.
Speak automatically speak text and dialog boxes. Checkbox.
I forgot, I can have it repeat. Did I have this as a commander?
Automatically speak text and dialog boxes. Check. Automatically speak text and dialog boxes. Checkbox.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Option R repeats. I'll show you how to add a custom commands. I have a shit ton of these commands. I love these commands. I love option key commands. I'm actually going to make a separate video on it because I love it so much.
Speak header when map automatically speak text and dialogue. Speak zoom magnification changes. Object.
And I don't care about that. I don't use Zoom, so.
Speak voiceover cursor magnification changes. Object. Checkbox.
I don't use the Zoom feature, rather. Not the Zoom app. The Zoom conferencing app, which I do have on the Mac here. I do have Zoom on the Mac. I haven't used it yet. I have a feeling I'll probably need to at some point. So I have it on the Mac just in case.
Speak zoom magnification changes. Object. Checkbox.
I don't care about that.
Speak voiceover cursor magnification changes.
I don't
Object.
care about
Checkbox.
that either. I'm blind, so I can't see the cursor changes. I don't care about it.
When status text changes under voiceover cursor.
Long as it tells me what's going on, I don't care if it's magnified or not or whatever. So
Place home when status text changes under voiceover cursor.
it don't bother me any. So
Place home when status text changes under voiceover cursor.
static
Pop-up
text changes under VO cursor. That's another menu. We can open that with the VO space.
button. When progress indicator changes.
Not
under
going to
voiceover
really
cursor.
do that.
Place home when progress indicator changes under voiceover.
Okay,
cursor.
that's
Pop-up
I
button.
like this.
When number of rows change under voiceover cursor.
Number of rows change.
Place home when number of rows change under voiceover cursor.
These
Pop-up
are all
button.
put on play tone. I'm going to leave them alone.
When system dialogues are displayed. Place home when system dialogues are displayed.
Dialogues are displayed, play tone. These are all pop-up menus. You just VO space, you click on them, and they will open for you.
Speak size and position in.
Seek, bleh,
Place speak size and position in.
speak size and position in.
Inches. Speak size and position in. Pop-up button.
Inches. So let's see what we have here for options, because I genuinely don't know.
Menu checkmark inches. Millimeters. Points.
Points.
Checkmark inches.
All right, you have inches, meters if you're European, or if you're not American. That might be what you want to put that on. It may be set by a default depending on your region, probably. Mine is set to inches.
Inches. Speak size and position in. Pop-up button.
Points as well. I don't know what that is, but that's cool, I guess.
Speak text under mouse after delay. Object. Checkbox.
What is that again?
Speak text under mouse after delay. Object. Checkbox.
Okay, so yeah, that's unchecked. I'm leaving that alone.
0.4 seconds. Speak text under mouse after delay.
Okay, there's a slider, so if you want to interact with the slider, you have to interact. Actually, I'll just have it tell you.
Set how long to wait before text under the mouse pointer is spoken. You are currently on the slider. To start interacting with the slider, press Control, Option, Shift, down arrow.
And to interact with it and to adjust the slider, you just simply hit up or down arrow like
The
this.
slider.
So I'll go up,
0.5 seconds. 0.6 seconds.
and I'll go back down now I'll just hit the down arrow.
0.5 seconds. 0.4 seconds.
Perfect. And I'll just leave it right where it was.
Out of slider. Short. Long.
And you have some custom presets here you can...
Help button.
Alright, so that's it with that.
Search text field blank. Use speak gray text announcements. Hints.
We'll
tab, 505,
pop
selected.
over to our hints tab.
Speak instructions for using the item in the voiceover cursor. Object. Checkbox.
Okay, so this is your hints, speak hints, voiceover hints checkbox. Mine is unchecked. You will have some instructors tell you, leave your hints on, leave your hints enabled. I would say leave your hints enabled only if you are not proficient with the Mac or the iPhone. If you are proficient with the Mac and you think you can handle it, or the iPhone, yeah, turn them off. If you know how to activate the Mac and use it and stuff, you can still use it on a demand. Or if you don't like the fact that it's kind of speaks right away, you can adjust the time it takes only on macOS. They haven't implemented that on iPhone, but you can adjust the time it takes. So I think mine is like 10 seconds. If you stay on an item, it will speak it after a set time. I used to have it turned on, but I just was like, nah, I already know how crap works. I don't really need to. Hints don't tell you how to do crap. They just kind of assume, oh, you're on a group, just interact with it. But some groups you can't interact with them. So it's kind of wonky. It can be at times. But if you want them on, turn them on. If you think you need the extra help, hey, you're on a text field to enter text, just start typing or whatever. If you think you need the hints on, turn them on. There's no downside to having them off or on. You can still get the information with VO Shift N or VO Shift H with the help tag. You get the help tag first and then the hint. So the hint is the "you are currently on" a checkbox. To select or deselect this checkbox, hit VO space. That's the hint. The help tag is like this.
This item has no help tag.
Oh, it's not going to do it. Of course it's not going to do it. Like, let's say...
Speak instructions for using the item in the voiceover user object checkbox.
Let's say, in theory, this help tag said, this changes toggles voiceover speaking hints. Let's just say, for an example. That would be an example of a help tag. Not to be confused with the hint. Just want to make sure people don't get that confused, because it can be a little confusing for newbies.
When an item has a help tag.
When an item has a help tag.
Speak help when an item has a help tag. Pop-up button.
Speak help.
Menu checkmark speak help. Do nothing. Speak notification.
Speak notification.
Checkmark speak help.
Is there like a play tone?
Do nothing.
No. Alright, I'll leave that alone.
Speak help when an item has a help tag. Pop-up button.
Speak help.
When an item has custom actions. Speak actions when an item has custom actions. Pop-up button.
So this would be like actions available. You can turn that off.
Menu checkmark speak actions. Play sound.
What's the sound for it here? Let me
Play sound. Finder.
just-
Desktop. Macintosh HD volume.
I want to wait. Let me see what the noise is here. Give me 1 second. I'm curious. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I like that. Okay.
Voiceover utility. Voiceover
I actually
utility.
really like that.
Play sound when an item has custom actions.
Yeah,
Pop-up
that's
button.
cool. All right.
When an item has more content. Speak custom content when an item has more content.
An
Pop-up
item
button.
has more content. You can have it speak,
Menu checkmark play sound.
play sound,
Nothing.
do nothing,
Checkmark speak
or
custom
speak.
content. Speak custom speak hints after delay.
Speak hints after a delay.
10.0 seconds. Speak hints after delay. Slider.
This is a slider, so you can interact with it. So we'll interact by hitting VO Shift down arrow.
And slider.
So if I hit the up arrow, I will increase. If I hit the down arrow, I will decrease. So we'll hit the up arrow.
Set how long to wait before hints are spoken.
Nope. It's not telling me.
Out of slider.
Shoot.
Short. 10.0 seconds. Speak hints after slider.
Why is it not working?
Out of slider. Speak hints at 10.0 seconds. Speak hints
It's
after
not
slider.
moving. Hold on.
9.5 seconds. 10.0 seconds.
Actually, 10 is actually the maximum. So you can't have it higher than 10. So 10 is the max. So let's go down.
9.5 seconds. 9.0 seconds. 8.6 seconds. 8.1 seconds.
So as you can see, it's going to...
10.0 seconds.
I like it at 10.
Out
10
of
is
slider.
fine.
Short. Long. Append phonetic pronunciation to single characters. Object checkbox.
Append a phonetic pronunciation. So this would be like...
Append phonetic pronunciation to single characters. Object checkbox.
So if you were navigating and it was saying S-I, whatever, it would say, whatever the a phonetic... Well, here, let me test it out here. Let me check this box.
Content chooser. Navigation.
I'm going to
Characters.
actually show this live.
A. Alpha. P. Papa. P. Papa. E. Echo.
See? And it will say what. So
Object.
if you have trouble, and I was
Navigation.
I used the rotor. We'll show you how that works later. It's pretty easy. It's not that hard. I just twisted on the trackpad until I found words and swiped down or up. I find that that's pretty much easy. It's basically like the iPhone.
Help button.
And that's it for a verbosity or the chattiness of voiceover.
Search text field. Blank. Utility categories. The utility categories table. Row 2 of 12.
Interact.
Select speech.
Speech.
Out of utility choices. Selected. Tab pronunciation. Tab. 2 of 2.
I'm not going to go into this. Pronunciations, if you don't like how a word is pronounced, I'll go into this briefly.
Pronunciation. Selected. Pronunciations. Table.
So this is a table.
Smiley face. Content selected. Edit text. Text. Semicolon. Right parenthesis. colon, hyphen, left parenthesis.
Okay.
Substitution, frown.
So.
Wind. 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 Frown. Smiley. Frown. Smiley. 802.11d. 802.11d. Text. 802.11d. Colon. Right parenthesis.
Okay, so these are some custom pronunciations, I guess, that are in here. I didn't put these in here.
802 if. P. Die. P. Die. Die. Substitution. Quantity. Text. Die.
I didn't put those in there. Those
Out of
must be some
pronunciation
defaults.
Add pronunciations table. Row 11 of 11. Text. Die. Substitution. Quantity. Application.
And it will just stay on the one you have currently focused. So cute. It's saying like die. It's QTY, but it's not speaking it out. But quantity is QTY. I know that. So
Add pronunciation button.
you can add one.
Remove pronunciation button.
And if we wanted to remove QTY, we could do so here. If we wanted to add one,
Add pronunciation
hit
button.
add, and it would take us through the, steps. So for that, it's pretty straightforward. You add a phrase and then what you actually want it to be
Add a word
pronounced.
pronunciation.
Yep, thank you. So just like the iPhone,
Remove pronunciation button. Help button.
help, and that's it. So we'll go back.
Search text field. Utility categories. The utility navigation.
Navigation. I don't think there's much in here. Oh, shit. I forgot speech.
Out of
Hold
utility
on.
Voices. Tab. One of
Voices.
Selected.
Let's go in here. This is how you change your voiceover voice. Your Alex, your Reed, your Siri Voice 1, if you like Ava, if you like Daniel, the British, a lot of people like the British accent or the Australian. If you like any of those, this is where you go to change your voice. I'll show you here.
Pronunciation tab. Edit primary voice.
Primary voice.
Read. English. United States. Button.
So you can see that mine is Reed. If I tap
Edit additional voices.
on that,
English. United States.
so it's opening another window here.
Voice. Read. Button.
Read.
Great.
It's letting me adjust it.
Voice.
Let's pick a different one.
Back button.
Let's say I wanted to change my voice. Let's say I didn't like Reed for whatever reason, even though I do.
Voice.
I'm a big fan of eloquence. Like I've said, it harkens back to the Braille Note, my old Braille Note Apex / M-Power days, if those of you who used Braille Notes back in the day.
Search text field. Voice list table.
Okay, so we have a voice list.
Table. English. United States.
We have English, United States.
Download Agnes. One Alex. Using 911.7 MB.
Could use
button.
Alex. If you want to access these extra buttons, all you do.
Download Allison. 9.9 MB button. Speak. Download Allison. Enhanced. 37.6 MB button. Speak. Download Alex. Using 900.
You just interact.
Alex. Using 9 Alex.
So
Using
it'll say
900.
in Alex or in whatever voice.
Alex. Using speak sample button.
You have a speak sample button right here.
Speak sample but Alex.
And he's
Using
already
speak sample
downloaded,
button.
so it won't show you the thing.
Speak
But
sample button.
Most people recognize me by my voice.
yeah, so he is the default voice, or he was the default voice for a long time.
Out of Alex. Using 911.7
Actually,
MB button. Speak sample
let's
button.
let's go down here.
Download. Edit flow button. Speak sample. Grandma button. Read selected button. Rocco button. Speak sample button.
Let's say we wanted Rocco for some reason.
Voice Bravo button. Rate. Decrease speed button. 65% rate slider. Increase speed button. Pitch.
Okay, he sounds huge.
Increase 65% rate slider.
But that's how you change your primary voice.
Decrease rate. Voice Bravo button.
I'm going to change it back.
Voice. Search text
I do
field.
like Rocco. He's
Voice
fine,
list
but
table. The voice list table. English. United States.
Oop.
Download Agnes. 1.5 MB button. Speak
It's
sample
not going to
button.
let me.
Alex. Download. Eloquent. Edit button. Flow button. Grandma button. Read button. Speak sample button.
Voice. Read button.
There, that's better.
Great. Decrease speed button.
Rocco is fine.
65% increase pitch. Decrease pitch
You have your
button.
pitch.
50% pitch slider.
You have your pitch slider, or you can hit one of the increase or a decrease.
Out of edit scroll area.
Oh, I was in the scroll area, so I just stopped interacting with all that. You can edit pitch, volume, rate. There's a lot of customizations you can add.
Voice. Read but rate. Decrease speed button. 65 for increase speed pitch. Decrease 50 for increase speech volume. Decrease volume.
Speech
button. 100%
volume.
Increase volume. Rate multiply. 100. Rate multiply.
Rate
Never.
multiplier, I
100.
forget what
Head
that
size.
does.
50 head size.
Head
Sever.
size.
50, pitch base. 65 pitch range. 30
Pitch
sever.
range, you can really get into
30.
the weeds here. You can really
Zero roughness. Zero
get into the
roughness.
weeds here of what you want it, how you want it to sound. If you don't like it.
0. Higher sample rate off. Switch.
Yeah.
Phrase prediction off.
Phrase
Switch abbreviation
prediction.
dictionary. Abbreviation dictionary. Community diction. Community reset point play button. Button.
We're
Button.
going to hit done.
Read. English. United States. Button.
Now,
Adding additional voices. Choose voices to add to the voice rotor. Switch voices in the rotor using Control Option Command Shift left arrow or Control Option Command Shift right arrow.
now that is quite the key command. So you're hitting Control, Option, Command, Shift, which is above Control and Option, kind of. Yeah, it's something like that. Above Control and FN mostly. Command, which is to the right of Option, Shift, and left or right arrow. You can turn your VO lock on like this if you hit Voiceover semicolon, which is to the right of the L on a QWERTY keyboard.
Control Option lock on.
So now all I have to do is hit Command, Shift, left or right arrow. So here we go.
Rate 65% voice. Primary voice. Read.
So I'll go down through the list here. This is everything that's in my Voices rotor. Voices rotor. Obviously, read is primary.
Primary voice. Read.
Alex, English.
I'll go down. That's Alex.
Ava, Premium, English.
I like Ava. She's pretty nice.
Siri voice 1.
Siri voice 1, it's not speaking in that voice for some reason. I don't know why it's downloaded. I don't particularly understand why it's not speaking it.
Tom, enhanced, English.
I have Tom in my rotor
Samantha, enhanced.
and the classic Samantha here.
Choose voices to add to the voice rotor. Switch voices in the rotor using Control Option Command Shift left arrow or Control Option Command Shift right arrow.
So she told you how to do it.
Voice, Samantha, enhanced.
I'm gonna
Tom, and
Siri. Out. Primary. Choose
Up.
voices to add to the voice rotor. Additional voices. Table.
And there's some other options in that voices rotor too, like pitch, rate, which, funny enough, if you have trackpad on, you can do Control, Option, or Command and do your rotor twist gesture, and Control will.
70%. 75%.
That will increase your speech.
70%. 65%. 60%.
I'm going to speed it down to 60%.
55%. 60%.
If you need the pitch higher,
55%.
you can hit Option and twist.
50%. 45%. 40%. 50%.
And if you hit Command and twist.
Trackpad commands already on.
Okay. Oh, shit, because I have my VO lock on. Hold on, let me turn that off.
Control Option lock off.
That's why you turned that off, because it was holding down the Control and Option keys. Command twist. Here we go.
100%. 100%.
And it's all the way up. That's your volume. So make sure to turn off VO lock when you're done with VO semicolon, like I didn't do. So, yeah, nice job, me. But
Add voice button.
can add a voice.
Remove voice. Dim.
Remove a
button.
voice if you want. If you don't like one, you decide you don't like one.
Detect languages checked. Checkbox. Automatically switch voices based on language of text.
Yep, so I have that checked.
Mute speech unchecked. Checkbox. Help button.
So mute speech,
unchecked,
if I
checkbox.
tap this and navigate, speech is off.
Unchecked.
Okay, and you can also do a 3-finger double tap on the trackpad. If you have trackpad commands on, which you can turn on by hitting Control Option or Caps Lock and twisting.
Trackpad commands already on. Trackpad commands off.
So I turned it off. I'll twist the other way.
Trackpad commands on.
Okay, now I can do double tap with 3 fingers, and we'll see what it does here.
Speech muted.
Speech muted.
Unchecked.
Okay, and it didn't say speech unmuted, but it was. So that's another way you can toggle the speech. I don't have a commander for it because I don't need one. I have a command. I have the trackpad. I can just move my hand over if I'm working on the Mac. I can just, if I don't want speech, I can just do the gesture. Boom, done. Don't got to worry about it. There is a screen curtain if you do the triple tap with 3 fingers, much like on the iPhone.
Screen curtain off.
Screen curtain off. So you have a screen curtain.
Screen curtain on.
If you don't want your screen, if you don't want people looking at your screen, I have it on an iPhone as well. Just gonna. All right, we're getting a little low on the battery here, so let's see. Okay, we are not done yet. That's the iPhone you're hearing.
Automatically switch voices based on language of text.
Okay,
Search text
so
field, utility categories table row 3 of 12 and utility navigation.
Navigation. I'm gonna breeze through the rest of this.
Initial position of voiceover cursor. Keyboard focused item. Initial position of voiceover cursor. Group and behavior. Standard. Group and behavior. Menu check book and groups. Announce groups.
I don't know what any of these options really do. Really,
Ignore groups.
I don't use ignore groups.
Checkmark standard.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Standard. Group and behavior. Synchronize keyboard focus mouse pointer. Ignores voiceover cursor mouse pointer.
A lot of people recommend turning that off, ignoring the cursor.
Allow cursor wrapping unchecked. Checkbox. Skip redundant labels unchecked. Automatically interact when using tab key checked. Checkbox. Enable fast searching. Right command key. Enable fast searching. Dim. Pop-up button.
Well, it's dimmed. I wonder why it's dimmed.
Help button. Help button.
That's your navigation. I really wouldn't recommend messing around with stuff in there. You can, but it might change how your Mac works and operates, or correction, it will change how it operates. Yeah. Let's
Search
move
text
on.
field, utility category. Utility category.
Web.
Out of utility categories.
This is
table.
for web browsing, Safari and other browsers, Chrome, Edge. If you use those, I don't like Chrome or Edge personally. I like Safari or Firefox, or if I had to use a Chromium browser, I would use Brave. I don't
Navigation selected. Tab 1 of 3.
don't care for Google really much at all. Web, this has a couple of tabs in here.
General tab 2 of web rotor tab 3 of navigate web pages by. DOM order navigate web pages by. Selected radio button 1 of 2.
And that's a radio button, so how do we interact with that?
You are currently on the selected radio button 1 of 2.
Okay, that's helpful. So you would tap on it or click the other one. What if I click on this? Do I select it?
DOM order navigate web pages by.
No.
Selected
No.
radio button group and items navigate web pages by. Radio button 2 of 2.
You'd have to go to the other radio
You are currently
button.
on the radio button 2 of 2. To select this option, press Control Option Space.
And it will, if I click it,
Selected.
so I'll select it.
DOM order navigate web pages by. Radio button 1 of 2.
So that's, it will toggle, it will select the one you tap on and select the one it was on. So let me flip it back to what it was.
Selected. Group and
I
items
like
navigate
the
web
DOM
pages by.
order. I
Radio
like that.
button, 2
I
of
like
2.
how it works. So,
When navigating web tables, group items within when navigating web tables. Unchecked checkbox.
all right.
Speak column and row numbers when navigating web tables. Checked checkbox. Navigate images. Always navigate images. Pop-up button. Menu checkmark never. With descriptions. Checkmark always.
Okay.
Always navigate images. Enable live regions. Checked checkbox.
I don't know what that does.
Always allow keyboard commands to navigate websites. Unchecked checkbox. Help button. Help button. Always navigate images.
okay.
Pop-up content chooser.
Whoop.
Navigate images.
Oh,
Misspelled. Navigation.
there we go. I hit the wrong key.
Search text field.
I hit the wrong key command. I hit Control Option Command left and right arrow, which is a rotor.
Utility categories.
Yet
Profile,
another
profile,
rotor.
Navigation general tab.
What's in
selected.
here? What's in this tab?
Web road when loading a new web page. Speak web page summary when loading a new web page. Unchecked checkbox. Automatically speak a web page when loading a new web page. Checked checkbox. While the web page loads. Automatically speak a web page when loading a new web page. Checked checkbox. Unchecked.
I don't like when it speaks the web page because it just starts reading it. And I want to navigate it on my own. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to do it on my own. I want to navigate it on my own. I appreciate, the it trying to help me read it, but I find it's quite annoying for me. But if you like that, you can have it checked or not.
While the web page loads. Speak progress while the web page loads. Pop-up button. Menu checkmark speak progress. Play tone.
Have it play a tone.
Do nothing.
Nothing.
Checkmark speak progress.
Okay.
Speak progress while the web help button.
Okay.
While box when web
Just,
general,
I'm
navigate,
gonna
general
just
web rotor
cheat
selected.
a little bit.
Select the checkbox to enable or disable an item. To reorder the items, use command up arrow and command down arrow.
Okay, so I just told you how to reorder stuff.
Item order table.
Item order table. So this is every item that's going to be in your web rotor. So if you do the twist gesture,
Help button.
this is what's going to be in there.
Help item order table.
So
An item order table, row 1 of 18. Item order links checked. Checkbox selected. Item order links checked. Item order links checked. Item order frames checked. Landmarks checked. Tables checked. Form controls checked. Checkbox.
and if I want to move this up,
Move up.
it'll say move up, and if I want to move it down,
Move down.
and if I want to unselect one of these,
Headings checked. Check articles unchecked. Checkbox
let's check that one
checked.
so I can show you. So now it's checked. If I just tap on it again,
Unchecked.
it'll uncheck it. And if I want to get out of this table, all I have to do is stop interacting,
Out of item order table.
and it's all gone.
Help button. Select web row general navigate utility
Okay.
categories table row 5 of 12
So-
utility sound.
Sound.
Out of utility categories table.
Is there anything of note in sound?
Mute sound effects unchecked. Checkbox.
If you don't like your sound effects, like if you don't like the clicky noises that VoiceOver makes, you can shut them off. I don't care. I did turn some of the noises off on the iPhone. I've left the sounds alone on Mac. I don't care. I don't really care. It makes noises, fine. You know, it helps me, so I don't.
Enable audio ducking unchecked. Checkbox.
Audio ducking. This is a hot topic for a lot of blind people. For some reason, they don't like it. So what this is supposed to do, and mine is not checked, I actually have a special command for it. But what this is supposed to do, much like on the iPhone, so let's say I had music playing, and I was listening to music, but I wanted to, let's say I was browsing FB, let's say, Facebook, and I wanted to look at a page or whatever. I wanted to look at something while I had my music. I don't want to stop listening to music just to browse. So what you can do is you can enable the audio ducking, and what it does, much like on the iPhone, what it does is it will duck the music audio and let VoiceOver take over. Not take over, but it turns down the media audio, whatever you're listening to, podcast, song, YouTube video, whatever, and VoiceOver takes over. Some blind people don't like it. I don't understand why. I mean, it quiets media down for you. It's helpful in my opinion. Sometimes I get why some people don't like it, and I don't have it on all the time. It depends what I'm doing. Depends. If it's too loud and I can't hear VO, then I'll turn it on. Usually I'm mostly on the iPhone. The Mac, I leave it off. I don't see a reason to have it on unless I'm on the Mac browsing or, listening to music, whatever. But
Enable positional audio checked. Checkbox.
positional audio, so if something is on the right side of the screen, it will pan over.
Output device.
Output a device. This is, you can change your output a device.
System default output device. Pop-up button.
So if you wanted to change it to something else, I know somebody who uses the output and changes it to watch sports games, and he has his VoiceOver in his headset, and he has his speaker or whatever playing the games, and that's how he likes it. So he'll switch it.
Help button. Help system default output device. Pop-up but output device. Enable positional audio. Enable audio mute sound utility categories table. Row
Sound is a
12,
pretty
sound and utility categories
small
table,
category.
row 6 visuals.
Visuals, I don't need to go in here, but if you are a teacher, of the visually impaired, if you are a sighted family member or coworker or whatever, this might help you to understand what VoiceOver is doing. If you need stuff to be bigger, let me
Utility categories
look
table.
at this.
Cursor selected. Tab 1 of 3.
Yeah, so cursor,
Handles and menus. Tab
handles
2
and
of 3.
menus.
Touch. Tab. Show voiceover cursor checked. Checkbox. Voiceover cursor magnification. 1. Voiceover cursor magnification.
So you
Slider.
can change the magnification of the cursor. Should that be something you need?
Small. Large. When reading text, move voiceover cursor by.
Let's see.
Sentence. When reading text, move voiceover cursor by.
All right,
Pop-up
so
button.
I'm not gonna really get into all this. If you want to poke around
When
there,
box
you
small
can
one,
do
voiceover
that.
show
I
text,
don't.
Tab 3 of 3.
I don't particularly care. I don't. This is my Mac, so nobody really uses it except me.
Handles and cursor. Utility category and utility categories. Table. Row 7 of 12.
Categories?
Vision commands.
Commands, the lovely commanders. What used to be called a commanders, at least. This is where you can add in your own custom commands for VoiceOver. So if you want to add in an option, you hit the option key. You can adjust the VoiceOver modifier if you only want caps lock, or you're an old school Mac user and you like control and option. You can do it that way as well. Just control option, or if you're like me and you like both, because I do like both. Ideally, I prefer caps lock, but there is some times where I find that VoiceOver is better if I control it with control and option. It's not that hard. You just hit 2 keys. It's not too terribly hard, although if you want to adjust that, you can turn on your VO lock briefly. But just remember to turn it off, and don't be like me and forget to turn it off while I'm trying to showcase
Rail. Commands.
commands.
Out of util voiceover modifier.
VoiceOver modifier.
Control option or caps lock voiceover modifier. Menu button.
Like I said, you have the option of control and option and caps lock, just control and option, or just the caps lock. Some people don't like the caps lock key. They think it's too Windows-like. I don't agree. I don't care, really. I understand a lot of people like control and option because that's what they were used to. Because back in the day, it didn't used to be like that. You had to hit control and option, but now Apple has kindly introduced the caps lock, and I think it is much easier navigating with caps lock, and that's actually how I've been navigating here with through this tutorial. So what I'm gonna do here is move past it.
Also control voiceover with.
Okay, so here are your also control VoiceOver with options. You have the option key, the option key, trackpad, if applicable, numpad if applicable, and quick nav. So I forget what this one is first.
Also control voiceover with. Numpad unchecked. Check.
Numpad. I don't have a numpad on this Mac. You might if you have an extended full-size Apple keyboard or Logitech or whoever. You know, there's a ton of keyboards out there. You can Keychron, I think, makes keyboards as well. So if you need a keyboard, if you have one, numpad. I've heard a lot of people like it. I've thought about getting an extended numpad. You know, like the just the numpad. I didn't even know they made those. But yeah, you can get a numpad, just the numpad. You could plug it right into the Mac probably. I've thought about getting one, honestly. I've thought about getting one because numpad commander is pretty freaking sweet. And a lot of people like it. And I don't have one because this is a Mac laptop. So I don't have a numpad. But I could get one, just the numpad. Which, by the way, I didn't even know they made.
Edit numpad commands button.
Edit numpad commands. So this will take you into a table list thingy. You have some sort options. You have an add, remove. I'll get into commands later in a separate video. I'm not going to show you how to add a command here. I'll show you the interface with the option key commands, but I'm not going to show you how to make one. At least not yet.
Also control voiceover with. Option key checked. Checkbox.
Option key. So this is the big one. This is your option key commands. You can do things like option T for time. You can do things like option V for opening VoiceOver a utility like I have it set. You can do option S for system settings like I have it. You can do anything to your heart's a desire. Any letter with the shift key, numbers, or symbols, and those are usually numbers with the shift key. It's pretty expansive. I have a shit ton of commanders. I love them. I would absolutely recommend, once you are comfortable with the Mac, I would recommend adding some key commands in here. It is wonderful. I also have key commands for VoiceOver settings too, and keyboard help, by the way, which I will showcase. You tap any key combo, it'll tell you what it is, including option keys and trackpad too. I believe the trackpad also works on the trackpad too. I'll showcase that at the end of this video. So let's, and obviously if I didn't want it checked, I could just simply uncheck it. Or not.
Edit numpad. Also control VoiceOver with option key checked. Checkbox unchecked.
Okay, there, it worked then. I don't know why it didn't work the first time.
Both also control VoiceOver dialog. Alert OK. Option key commands enabled when you use both option keys for VoiceOver.
Oh shit. Yeah. Whatever thing. Okay.
When you use both option key commands enabled. When you use both option keys for VoiceOver commands, the option keys cannot be used for typical behavior.
Not necessarily true, because I did option up arrow to do that, but
also
okay.
Control VoiceOver with option key checked. Checkbox.
So, you can also do VO Shift K to, it's a quick toggle.
Unchecked.
So here, let me move away from it.
Option to dialog. Alert OK.
Oh
OK
yeah,
button.
whatever.
Notepad commands button.
Okay, so you can do VO Shift K to toggle it. It keeps bothering me. You have both option key commands. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know. Can it? Okay, Mac.
Also control VoiceOver with option key. Both option keys.
Okay.
Option key pop up button.
So it lets you choose which option keys you want. I have it both because left and right hands. I only have two hands, and I can't be reaching across the frickin' keyboard, or I don't want to be reaching across the keyboard and making weird shapes with my fingers. So I like having it both option keys.
Menu check mark both option keys.
Okay?
Right option key.
You have only the right option,
Left option key.
only the left option,
Check mark both option keys.
or both.
Both option keys.
So
and
here
option
we
key
go.
Pop up button.
And we can go, if we VO right arrow,
Edit option key commands button.
edit option key commands. If you're going to edit any commands, this is how I would recommend doing it. Find the edit whatever key commands button. So if you want to edit trackpad commands, find the edit trackpad commands button there, which we haven't gotten to yet, which we'll get to. We'll get to that. We haven't gotten there yet. I'm just going to show you this table.
Both edit option key commands button. Showing 31 of 524 commands.
And it says showing 31 of 524 assignments. I like doing it like this because it shows you all the key commands for an individual group. It won't show you every key command, because that 520 some odd key commands, that's a lot. That's a lot of key commands. So you don't want to see all that. You just want to see option key or trackpad or whatever you're trying to do.
Edit user command set.
Let's see.
Edit user search text field currently filtering commands. Option keys menu button.
You can open this and filter it if you decide you want to change it.
Everything.
Everything.
VoiceOver keys.
VoiceOver keys.
Checkmark option keys.
Option keys.
Quick nav keys.
Quick nav keys.
Numpad keys.
Numpad keys.
Trackpad gestures.
Trackpad gestures, so you can sort. So, oh crap, I want to look at trackpad. I want to add a trackpad command. You can do that. Oh shoot, I actually wanted, numpad. You can change what is shown here.
Commands with an assigned input.
Commands with an assigned input.
Commands with no assigned
There's a
input.
shit ton of freaking options here in this menu list.
User modified input assignments.
User modified,
Locked input assignments. that
locked
can't be changed.
input, so I'm assuming that's crap that cannot be edited.
Use locked input assignments that can't be changed.
Yeah, that can't be changed, so it just told you, yeah.
Inputs with multiple assigned commands.
Inputs with multiple assigned.
Inputs with multiple assigned commands in the same category.
Category? Damn, I don't know why you'd want to do that.
Everything.
And we're back around.
Currently filtering commands.
So I want
keys,
the option
menu.
key. Hush, thank you, VoiceOver.
Column view radio button 1 of 2.
Column view. So I don't know exactly what this does. I haven't messed with column view. I prefer the table view. I like that better, personally.
Table view selected. Radio
That's
button,
table
2 of
view, 2 of 2. There's a radio button here. You can go in here.
2. Command assignments table.
Command assignments table. So this is going to have...
And command assignments
I'll go
table,
through this.
row 1 of 31. Edited. Option / menu button. General. Open next speech attribute guide menu button.
Okay,
Assist,
so
input.
it's a table. So you have your options here. It's a 3-columned table here.
Category. General.
Category.
Input. Edited comma. Option / menu button.
So it has your input.
Category. General command. Open next speech attribute guide menu button.
So then if you hit the down arrow,
Open application. Open the text checker menu. Open application. Open application.
so it's telling
Open
you
application. Loopback menu. Open
what-
application. Mail menu button.
yeah, so it's telling you you're going down through the list. Now if you want to see what commands they are,
Category. Input. Edited comma. Option Shift M menu button.
you go back through and you can go up and down the list.
Edited comma. Option Shift L menu button.
Shift L,
Edited comma. Option Shift F menu button. Edited comma. Option Shift D menu button.
D, I think that's my Downy, that's my Downy, key command, I think.
Edited comma. Option Shift C menu button.
So, yeah, so that's that.
Out of command
We'll
assignments.
X out of that table here.
Add button.
Add. So this is where you add one, and whichever, you can add one if you like.
Command assignments table. Row 3 of 31.
So I have one currently selected.
Add button. Remove button.
So if I wanted to remove that command that's currently highlighted, I can do so. I don't actually want to because I like the commands that I have set.
Done button.
Done.
Done
So
button.
we'll go ahead and hit done because I'm not going to showcase this here. I will showcase that. I'll showcase that in its own
Add
video.
option key commands button.
Next, we have
Also control voiceover with
trackpad.
checkbox.
Yes, the trackpad. If you like the trackpad, you can turn this on, like I said, with VO twist. What I'm calling the twist gesture. Twist. Think of the twist gesture like you're turning a dial. That's the best way I can describe it. Think of it like you're tuning a radio or you're turning up and down the volume in your car. You have a car, you're driving, you're driving or you're a passenger in a car and you really like the song that's playing. Turning up the music or turning it down if you want to talk to the driver or whatever. That's turning a dial is the best way I can put that. So
Trackpad options button.
trackpad op.
Post trackpad options.
It just says trackpad options.
Edit trackpad command. Trackpad options. Button.
What is in here? What is this?
Dialog automatically trackpad options to enable using the trackpad to control voiceover. Hold down the voiceover modifier and rotate 2 fingers clockwise anywhere on the trackpad. To turn it off, hold down the voiceover modifier and rotate 2 fingers counterclockwise. To
Okay.
explore or change the voiceover commands assigned to trackpad
So-
gestures, edit the command set.
You have to edit the command sets. So it's just it's telling you how to do shit. It's telling you how to.
Pause speech when not touching the trackpad. Unchecked checkbox. Scroll gesture moves content instead of scroll bar. Checked checkbox. To explore or change the voiceover commands assigned to trackpad gestures, edit the command set. Edit user command set. Button.
So you have some options here.
Ignore trackpad when voiceover is on. Unchecked checkbox. Done button. Done
So we'll
button.
hit done.
Trackpad options. Edit trackpad command.
And
button.
that edit thing, like I showed you, it will take you to the command, a commands view where you can change what's shown. You can edit, add, remove, whatever.
Quick nav.
Quick nav. This is something I know a lot of people use.
Arrow key quick nav. Unchecked checkbox.
Arrow key quick nav. So this is if you hit.
Single key quick nav. Unchecked.
It's not going to
checkbox.
tell you how to do it.
Edit quick nav commands button. Quick nav. Always allow typing in text fields. Checked checkbox.
So quick nav allows you to basically control voiceover with the arrow keys. So left and right arrows together toggle it on and off. So I'll toggle it on. And you're hearing a noise because that's how mine is set. It would normally tell you arrow key quick nav on, or I forget I think it's all quick nav. I think it's by default. I changed mine. I'll turn it off. Okay. And single key quick nav is think of it like JAWS with web browsing. So your H takes you to your heading, L takes you to a link, V takes you to a visited link, B for button. There's a lot of different ones. I'm not going to go through them all. That is single key quick nav, and I'll turn that on. Mine is Option Q. I made an Option key shortcut for it because the VOQ command is not very accessible with my Mac. So, it is accessible. It works, but the finger gestures, I don't like it. So I made an Option key command for it. If I had a full-size keyboard, which I'm not interested in getting unless I get a Mac Studio, I would probably not add this command on that. But I'll turn that on, and you'll hear the noise that it makes to signify that it's enabled. I'll turn it off because I don't actually need it. So there you go.
Left and right arrow keys.
Oh, and here you go.
Toggles arrow key quick nav. Left and right arrow keys. Pop-up button.
So this is a pop-up button.
Menu checkmark toggles arrow key quick nav. Toggle single key quick nav. Toggles all quick nav.
Toggles all quick nav.
Do nothing.
Do nothing. So if you don't want them to do anything,
Checkmark
I don't know
toggles
why
arrow
you'd
key
want
quick
that, but. And how you navigate, you hit the left and right arrows, not together, but you hit the left and right arrows to navigate. You can go up and down as well. To activate an item, you hit up and down arrows together. To interact with items, you hit the down and right arrow to start interacting. To stop interacting, you hit the down and left arrows. To go to previous rotor item is left and up arrow.
Content chooser. Windows spots.
I think that's previous.
Words. Character. Navigation.
And the other way is right and up arrow
Character.
instead of left and up.
Words. Windows.
So you see I'm going the other way.
Content chooser. Navigation.
Whoops.
Characters.
Oh,
Navigation.
there you go. Okay.
Checkmark toggles arrow key
There
quick
you
nav.
go. I'll get out of this
Toggles arrow key
menu.
When toggling quick nav.
Toggling quick nav.
Play tone when toggling quick nav.
Play
Pop-up
tone.
button.
You can
Menu
change
checkmark
this.
Play tone. Speak.
Speak.
Checkmark play tone. Speak.
And that's it. Speak or play tone.
Play tone. Command set.
Command set.
Command set. Built-in radio button. 1 of 2.
Okay, command set. This is basically another way you can edit your command set.
Command set. User 15 custom. Selected radio button.
User
2 of 2.
15 custom.
Command set. Edit button.
Command set edit.
Help button.
I don't recommend doing it that way. I recommend hitting the edit whatever on your stuff. I don't even recommend doing that because it's all the way over at the end and you have to pass all through the quick nav stuff and you got to go through. I recommend you just hit the edit button for trackpad, option key, and numpad if you have one. I do not have a numpad, so that will be it for the commanders section of the VO utility.
Search text field. Utility categories. Table. Row 8 of 12.
Pretty
Command.
much it.
Select utility. Braille.
There's not much left here. Braille. This would be where you would go to edit Braille settings, the computer code. You'd pair a Braille display. I'm not going to go through it because I don't have a Braille display.
Activities.
Activities. So this lets you change multiple voiceover settings.
Out of utility setup activities to change voiceover settings for specific uses.
Okay, thank you, Reed. It's about to read it to me. So
Activities table.
you have a table. I don't think I have any
Mac
activities.
YouTube recording. Content
Oh,
selected,
shit, I
edit
do
text.
have one.
Activities Mac YouTube recording.
I do have one.
Activities Mac YouTube recording.
Okay.
Activities Mac YouTube recording. In edit text Mac out of edit text. Out of activities table.
So that's your table.
Settings to apply for this activity. Activities table. Row 1 of 1. Activities Mac YouTube recording. Selected.
Oh, because I only have one, so it's automatically putting the
Settings to
setting.
apply for this activity.
So that's my Mac YouTube recording. Let's see what I have set here.
Verbosity unchecked. Checkbox set. Verbosity dimmed. But visuals unchecked set. Voices checked. Checkbox set. Voices commands unset. Pronunciation set. Braille unset. Navigation
There's
unset.
all these things you can put in here. I'm not going to go through them all. Activities, it's something you can mess with at your own pace. I find they're useful on the iPhone. On the Mac, they are helpful as well. But I find that they're more useful on the iPhone than on Mac. I don't find myself using them on the Mac too terribly much. Although, depending on how preoccupied my workflow gets, I may find it to be a useful asset. And I do like that it is here, so I will we'll go back up to the top with VO globe left arrow.
Search text field blank. Utility categories table row 10 of 12.
Okay, we're almost done here.
Voiceover recognition.
Voiceover recognition.
Out of
This
utility using on-device intelligence, your Mac will automatically improve the accessibility of images. Voiceover recognition should not be relied upon in circumstances where you could be harmed or injured, in high-risk situations, for navigation, or for the diagnosis or treatment of any medical condition. Dim.
Yep, so there you go. That's your a little explainer there.
Image descriptions unchecked. Checkbox.
Image descriptions. I don't have this. Let me check this.
Checked.
Because I never messed with any of this.
31.3 MB used.
Uses data?
Image descriptions checked. Check 31. Your Mac will speak descriptions of images and accent on the web. Download additional languages. Button.
Nah.
Help button. Help.
Okay.
Button.
Yeah, I turned that on.
Search text field.
Okay.
Utility category. Utility screen sharing. Screen
We have our final category of the voiceover utility.
Out of utility category, you can use VoiceOver to control another Mac using screen sharing.
I have not done this. I don't have a way to test this. We don't have any other Macs here at the house, to my knowledge. Well, we have one, but it's an older. It's my brother's Intel Mac.
Open screen sharing button. Heading when interacting with a shared screen. Speech pitch. Raise pitch. Speech pitch. Pop-up button. Voice. Default voice. Voice. Pop add voices to your voice rotor to use them here. VoiceOver cursor color.
All right, so you can
Blue VoiceOver cursor color.
Blue?
Pop-up button menu checkmark blue. No change. Checkmark blue. No change.
It won't let me change it. It's blue. I want to make it like a red or like a goldish. That would be cool.
Blue VoiceOver cursor. Stop interacting behavior. Leave shared screen. Stop interacting behavior. Pop-up button.
So
Menu checkmark leave stays in shared screen. Checkmark leave shared screen. Leave shared screen. Stop interacting behavior. You can always leave the shared screen by pressing Control Option Command Shift R.
Control Option Command shit. Jesus Christ. What a command. Sheesh.
If remote device has VoiceOver on. Most commands control remote device if remote device has VoiceOver on. Pop-up button. Menu checkmark most commands. All commands control remote device. Checkmark most commands control all commands control.
You can have it either on most or
most
all.
commands control heading on the other device if VoiceOver is not already running. VoiceOver speech and sound. Silent VoiceOver speech and sound. Pop-up button. Menu checkmark silent audible. Checkmark silent.
So you can have it silent or audible.
Silent VoiceOver speech VoiceOver visuals. Hidden VoiceOver visuals.
Yeah, I don't
Button.
care about that.
Help button. Help button.
Okay.
Search text field blank.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the voiceover utility and how to get the most out of it. This is my first Mac tutorial, so be nice. This is my first of hopefully many. I'm going to quit out of the application by hitting a Command Q. If you're coming from Windows, you may recognize Alt F4 quits your applications. Command Q is basically the same thing. So I'll quit out of this.
Finder, desktop, Macintosh HD.
And here we go.
volume.
Here we go. Here's my Macintosh HD. That's my hard drive on this computer. I did want to show you the keyboard help. So if you need help with any keyboard commands,
Starting keyboard help. Type keys to hear their names. Hold down the VoiceOver keys while typing to hear VoiceOver commands. Press
So-
the escape key at the top left corner of the keyboard to stop help.
okay, so I'm going to just do random commands here and you'll hear them.
D. Go to dock. Move VoiceOver cursor to the dock.
Okay. Oh.
Touch.
And it does work for the trackpad.
Two-finger flick right. Start interacting with item. Further inspection inside the item. Allow two-finger flick left. Stop interacting with item. Stops interacting with item. Focus voiceover cursor out to inspect surrounding items.
I think...
Control. Click. Actions. List all actions that can be performed on current item.
So what I did was I held the control key and clicked the trackpad, so I'll...
Control. Click. Actions.
Whoops.
List all actions that can be performed on current... Click. Actions. List all actions that can be performed on current... Double click. Open shortcut menu.
That's what I
Open
wanted it
current
to
item
do.
Shortcut menu if it has one.
There you go. That's what I wanted it to do. You can also launch the shortcut menu with
Shift. M. Open shortcut menu. Open
VO
current item
Shift
shortcut menu
M.
if it has one.
And you can also do this with...
Option. Control. Command. Space. Actions. List all actions that can be performed on current item.
You can do, like, I'll do option B here.
Option. B. Speak battery status. Speaks battery status.
That is a custom key command that I put in.
Option. T. Speak the time. Speaks the time.
What else do I want to show you here? Let's see what option M does.
Option. M. Open application. Opens the following application. /system/application/music. App.
So that opens the music app. What if I do option D?
Option. D. Audio ducking toggle. Toggles whether voiceover's audio ducking is enabled.
Okay, so you can see I have a ton of these keyboard commands. It works for trackpad. I would assume, you know what they say about people that assume, but I'm assuming that it works with the number pad too. I don't know. I cannot verify that. But if you ever need help with any voiceover commands, come in here. Don't hit the... Wait, if I... Will this work? Let me try this.
Option. Command. Escape.
No, that launches the force quit dialogue, is what that does.
Escape. Stopping keyboard help.
Okay? And
Finder. Macintosh HD.
your Finder is where you'll always be. The Finder stays open. You cannot close it. You can restart it if it's not behaving. But, yeah, that is my tutorial on the VoiceOver utility. Thank you for watching. Commander tutorial is probably coming soon. We'll see what happens with that. I may just go ahead and record it right after this one. This has been Fenris here. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. A little bit different for my content. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, lay it out for me in the comments. I will respond to them, or at least look at them. So I do view the comments. So any comments, questions, concerns, post them and I will help. I will do my best to help you. This has been Fenris here. Thank you guys for watching this Mac tutorial, this first Mac tutorial, and we will see you next time.